Hello, guys. Welcome back to our second episode of Cutting Deals. And today's episode, we'll be talking about a new segment called Cut and Deals. And this episode will be an NBA All-Star edition. For today, we have two special guests. We have Lance and our very good friend Raf right here.
Yes, sir.
Daytona Fades, baby.
Daytona Fades.
Yes, baby. Yes, sir. Book with me, my boys.
So give us a little rundown. Like, tell us about yourself, Raf.
Myself, honestly, I'm not a very interesting person. I am just, I'm just an NPC that is trying to make a human's worth of living in Mississauga, Ontario. I have nothing. Just cutting hair, going with the flow. That's it.
So how long have you been cutting hair for now?
I would say about, what, two years now? 2.5 years, yeah. Ever since COVID, no?
Yeah, and weren't you you were working the restaurant business with for many of you guys, you guys probably don't know, but me and Leo actually started at Hibachi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we started
OG.
off as servers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Raf moved on to being a server and then became a manager. And then tell us about that.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. Me and Leolas, we've been working at the restaurant industry since we were 16. Oh, no, not 16. What am I saying? 19, right?
Yeah, my first job was Wendy's. I was 14. And then the first year's restaurant job I ever had was Hibachi. I was 18. And we were a server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And every time we would serve, we would just do some funny ass things,
Yeah, man. Serving was fun, man.
Yeah. And then
Honestly.
Luigi came afterwards, right? He saw you were in college at that time.
Yeah, I was in college and
Yeah.
then I think I finished college and then I said, man, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So then after, Leo was just Leo, my brother has always put me in, the best position in my life because, I feel being a server at that time and, at that right age was, the perfect thing for me because, it kind of helped me, get out of my shell, I used to be really, shy and nervous about meeting new people or talking to other people and
100%.
becoming a server, you can literally talk to anyone and you have to because you are you're providing your service to them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel serving helped us basically get ready for what's gonna come in the future, which in us opening up a business and running a business and being able to manage a bunch of people because we would manage before too. Remember, when he would leave, he when he go to China, we would manage the restaurant for 6 months and he would never be there.
I think it's essential for everybody to work a service industry job, to be honest with you, because it puts you out there, it makes you want to talk to people and actually, I don't know, say a bunch of dumb stuff to them and just put yourself out of your comfort zone.
You guys want to know the funniest thing? So Milan, one of our barbers here, and so I was serving him 4 years ago.
No way.
That's crazy.
And
How'd you guys know?
Hibachi, because so Milan's dad sent me a video of me serving.
no way.
I swear to God, yeah. So
That's crazy,
Milan's family has a video of me serving them for one of his mom's birthday, and when we used to work at Hibachi, we had to take out this stupid ass drum and we're just bang, 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 we're happy birthday, sing happy birthday.
Hibachi was jokes,
put the hats and stuff, you
Jokes.
And bro, 3 of you guys started working at Hibachi, and how was the experience of because all 3 of you guys are barbers now too.
Mhm.
How was
Yeah.
the transition to working from Hibachi to barbers, and when did you guys decided to okay, one thing is for me and one thing is for
It's kind of outweighing
Mhm.
So for me, the minute I realized I wanted to become a barber is when I overlapped the amount of money I was making as a server. Because as a server, you just get cash all the time and you make pretty good money, man. Me and him used to make pretty good money when we were serving. But the minute I started becoming a barber and it overlapped the amount of money I was making, that's when I was okay, I'm going to take barbering seriously because I could see myself going more in the future. Because serving is literally, there's an expiring, you have an expiry date for being a server. Because you can't be a server when you're 50 years old because bro,
I think you can.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
But physically, how can you become a server?
It's
because
difficult. Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure. 100%.
I do agree with Leo having an expiration date for it because like I remember like the last day that Leo served at Hibachi, I think he worked for like 2 hours or something like that, and then like overall his tip was like I don't know, let's say like $100. And then I can just tell he was like, man, $100. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 or 3 hours, something like that. But if you were to cut hair in 2 or 3 hours, you can easily make like $300. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what I felt like. What's his name? Like the manager?
James?
No, not James.
Who?
The Italian guy. What's his name?
Richie?
Yeah, Richie. So I remember Richie would call me even after I quit. It's like, yo, man, I need you to come back being a server. Da 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 da. And then, yeah, I think the reason why I quit Hibachi is because there was a time where I did work 3 hours and I made like $80 or $100, and like that's pretty good for 3 hours, right? Plus your wage and stuff, so that's like $130 in the span of 3 hours.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
but like I realized that my potential on barbering, like, and prior to that, I was working at iCut and Fade at the same time. I was working as a barber and a server at the same time. I would work as a barber from literally 8 in the morning till 4 p.m. and I would make, I don't know, it's a lot. Like, you know, it's way more than $100, right? In the span of 3 hours. And that's when I was like, okay, like I gotta get out of here, man. You know, like that's when I was like, I gotta take barbering seriously.
For me, it was more so like, it wasn't the money, because when I started, I wasn't busy at all. Like I had no clients, right? Like I started at iCut because you guys kind of built that name, and I was a little bit busy on certain days, but it wasn't really overlapping the money for me. But mine was more so the time.
Yeah.
You like, the thing is with barbering, it's not like you can make your own schedule, right? Like you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and it gives you this freedom where you can, you know, do whatever.
And like I was talking to like Lance about this like earlier. Like I was like, man, like, you know, being a barber is it's so fun because like you can literally work whatever time you want and then do like play basket. Like we were saying, like, man, like, you know, what type of job can you have where you can work for like 2 or 3 hours? Let's say you're fully booked for those 3 hours, and then you have like a 2-hour gap. You can go to the gym.
Straight
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't do that at a
Yeah,
serving
like,
job.
Yeah,
But
bro, some people, when they have too much free time on their hands, they go crazy.
They go crazy,
Yeah.
but like.
But I feel like when you have control to like the time. When I started here, I was like, oh, you have control, so I'll be like, I'm just gonna come for like 2-3 days if I want to. But all of a sudden, the very first week, I was like, oh, I need to be here like 7 days a week, man.
But why
yeah.
do you feel that way, that you had to be here for 7 days a week?
Because, bro, I feel like the more time you put on the craft, it's like your potential, you know? And it's just so fun, bro. Like, you know, that's it, bro. I'm having fun doing this.
So would you say the reason why you're having fun is because of like the barbers beside you, or like the atmosphere of the barbershop, or like what? Because I know you used to work at a different barbershop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I did for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so like, so tell us about that comparison between like that barbershop versus this barbershop.
I mean, that barbershop, I was only working for like 6 months or less. Because like, I was in school I was only like, I can't commit for like 5 days. I think 2-3 days. And then I was getting paid by hour too, which is weird, bro.
Yeah, to me,
Yeah.
that's
weird.
very weird, man.
Yeah.
I think as a barber, you should, you know.
Yeah.
yo, I did that, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Burlington and I was cutting like a bunch of old people. Like remember that thing? I had to. Well, I had to
Yeah.
build up my
So they're paying
clientele.
you
Yeah.
per hour?
Per
How
hour,
much?
bro.
How much
How much
was
would they pay
like the
per hour?
hourly payment?
Minimum wage, man.
What?
No, but I mean, like, for
That's
me,
crazy.
for
But
me,
the tip
bro,
you keep.
I
The
don't-
tip you keep.
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
but
you're entitled
honestly,
to your
man,
tips, but
like-
it makes no sense.
But
Yeah.
you had to.
my
to build the
experience, it was
clientele.
like by hour, but like I wasn't cutting enough people to actually make that money he was paying.
Oh, okay.
So I was like-
so I guess you're winning on that side too,
yeah,
right?
but
So-
like it's still not enough.
But I feel like in that sense, if
Yeah.
you know, if you weren't cutting as much to the point where like he had to pay you like hourly, I
Yeah.
feel like the whole day or the whole like 5-6 hours you're there would just be boring.
Oh, boring, bro. And
You
there's
know?
only 2 of us. And then I think there's a week or like 3 days that I was there that I didn't cut hair.
But you were still getting
but
paid
you were still
hourly?
getting paid.
I was still getting paid.
Oh,
bro.
so
That's
you like-
lit.
It's lit, but
It's
then
lit, but, like,
again,
it's-
it's
yeah.
like
That's
you
a
know,
terrible
I
business
feel like
model because
That's
you're
kind of a
basically
vibe.
losing.
Well, that's what.
But-
listen, Julius did that with the. Remember, we had like couple barbers that I couldn't fade where they were getting paid per hour, which was Mariana.
I wasn't there at that
yeah,
time.
I
Oh, you guys
know.
weren't
so
there.
I think we
So-
left by then.
We left
you
by
know?
then already.
But I think that business model of like barbering, I don't think that's the way to go.
No, because it doesn't make the barber aggressive enough.
Yeah,
aggressive
yeah,
and like
100%,
more
bro.
like
More motivated.
Yeah.
motivated to be
Mhm.
like out there. Because like I feel like the number one thing about being a barber is you need to market yourself. Like,
One hundo.
Oh yeah.
you know,
bro.
if you don't market yourself, you're not getting clients.
Mhm.
You know, and if you don't have like, let's say like, I know a lot of barbers who don't have personalities, which is like, I'm not saying I have all the personality, but like at least try. You know,
Mr.
like
Cool Guy.
Yeah.
no, there's like a bunch of barbers who will just like, you know, they're really good, but then they won't talk to their clients.
Yeah, I mean, some clients it will work for them,
Mhm.
especially clients that are like shy too.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of people like that anymore.
No,
You know?
man. Like I
Yeah.
feel like everyone wants to, like as a client to a barber, like you want to know like what kind of person your barber is.
Yeah.
Bro, you're a
Mhm.
therapist. You
Yeah.
know, you're
Yeah.
a therapist. At the end of the day, like you talk to your clients about their not just like their hair problems, but more so like, oh, what'd you do at school or this. You know, it's
Or even what
always
you're going through sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's like
100%.
it goes both ways. Human nature to basically listen to another person's problem and then another person's feedback on how you feel about certain things.
Yeah.
You know.
And
I-
like barbershop, it's not just a place to go get your haircut, bro. It's a place to where you like socialize, you meet
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
And yeah, and then you build that like connection with your barber.
Yeah.
And you guys just
And
talk
you guys
about things,
kiss.
bro.
And I feel like this
You
is
guys
like, man, the reason why I think we started this podcast is because of that. You know, it's because I
Yeah,
feel
bro.
like there's a lot of our clients who are just like always asking like, yo, when are you dropping that podcast?
Mhm.
When, you know, because I feel like this is an extension of their stay here or their 30-minute appointments. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man, like it feels like I'm in the barbershop again, you
Yeah.
know, like hearing like my barber talk about like certain things that maybe
And like I feel like people want to see how we really are, not being a barber but as a person.
yeah.
Like that's why this is like a perfect thing for all of us to literally show how you are as a person, not just you as a barber. You know.
Yeah.
So how does it feel working at your house right now?
It's lit, bro. To be honest with you, like obviously there's not a lot of walk-in clientele,
Mhm.
right? So like I literally had to start from scratch because most of my walk-ins or most of my clients are in Oakville,
Mhm.
right? So moving to my house and cutting at because I recently got a home, so I just turned the basement into just a one chair type of barbershop feel to it. And like I can just chill, get my client, and then it could be done with. But I'm missing that aspect of like being at the shop and like kind of like interacting with the boys and actually
Yeah.
doing a bunch of shit. Like that's the most kind of
So how do you promote yourself right now?
well, it's just Booksy, right? I just opened up my Booksy because I was still at Hibachi up until recently,
Mhm.
right? With Hibachi, I had some money invested into it, and I had like, some stuff going on, so I was making pretty good money. But it's just, I know for a fact that no other job would give me the freedom other than barbering.
And it's like, like I feel like
It's liberating.
yeah, see, like even like hearing that, it sounds like even though you were making so much, like if you were making loot, you were making money at Hibachi, but like if you weren't happy, it's like what's really the point of you having all this money and then you don't have the freedom, you don't have the time, or you're not happy with the things you're doing? What are you really doing in life? You know,
100%. And like I recently just got married, right? So, and it's like relationships kind of fall apart when like you don't water those relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as you say, oh, like, we're gonna work and we're gonna see each other at this time and this time, like sometimes you guys forget, and then you
Yeah, because you become too busy sometimes.
100%.
But you have to make sure that your partner
Mhm.
like understands that you're
Oh,
working towards
for
a goal
sure.
for the future.
For
Like,
sure. Right.
And like it's very hard for people, especially like us, an entrepreneur, like you're always going on the go all the
Right.
time.
And I feel like that's the major like problem nowadays with like relationships and stuff like that. Like communicating with each other seems to be like it's harder than what it was like 20 years ago. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, like our parents kind of just like they met at 19. They didn't really have goals, but then they would have kids and then they would just figure things out on the way. But now I feel like now it's like, oh, if I don't have a house by this age, or like or if we're not married at this age, or we're not engaged, like I feel like that's how like relationships like fall apart.
Yeah,
too much
because
pressure.
There's
There's
too
so
much
much pressure.
distractions. That's
Yeah.
why, and everything is super easily accessible. Like, by example, back in the days, like for you to meet someone, you have to basically see them in person.
Yeah.
Right now we're basically like one swipe like this, I could go to San Francisco, bro, and meet somebody.
Yeah, that
Do you
too.
know what I mean?
and
Like,
it's just like
that's why it makes
There's
it.
no more compromise.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's it's very hard.
no, I feel like there is compromise, but it's just like I feel like there's compromise, but it's just I feel like the way other people are just trying to explain themselves is not going out the way they want to, or the other person is actually like listening, but it's not coming out as they want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I feel.
So how do you guys feel about the NBA All-Star today, man?
Oh man, did you guys watch the slam dunk competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn,
Man,
bro.
I told Luigi that Mac McCollum is gonna win,
I
man.
should have.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Leo was like this. Leo was just like, yo, like bet on Mac McClung. I was like, who is this guy? Like, I know he was
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff,
Yeah.
but he was doing some crazy shit.
But bro, like I didn't know he can like do dunks. No, I mean I know because like I was only watching his highlights like
In high school, right?
in-game dunks. But like like slam dunk like contest, it's different, 'Cause
yeah,
you
it's
can,
super different.
bro, you can't go pump like twice in the game.
Did
You
you?
know?
Okay, did you guys watch that guy from the Knicks, like the center?
Or Jericho Sims.
Jericho Sims.
Oh.
Oh my
I, don't know, I just watched
God,
highlights,
bro.
man. To be honest.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
Honestly,
kind of
bro,
lost
this
in
was
this.
like-
I'm
I
not
feel like
gonna
this was
lie.
like he might as well just have done a layup. Like he
Yeah.
dunked. I mean,
But he can fly though.
he can fly, but
You
he's
know?
7 feet tall.
Which was the one that went like this? Like he fucking. Oh,
Like he put it in the.
no, he dunked and then the rim was on his like armpit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, bro, he's
That
like
was
7
crazy.
feet. Okay, that's crazy. But then you having to have like a little envelope that says 50, and then you show it off like, oh, it's a 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's so tacky. That's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like because basically like you're begging for it.
Yeah, like please give me this 50. You know what I'm saying? Like no, bro. Like that
Yeah.
dunk was so ass in my opinion. Like I didn't like it. I personally didn't like it.
Mm.
If you guys saw the dunk, you'd be like,
It's
oh,
a nasty dunk, but like it's not for like slam dunk contest, bro.
No, it's not.
You know, it's so
I don't
nasty,
think
you know?
even when he did the 2 scoops, he did the exact same dunks like 3 times. I'm pretty
For
sure.
real.
He literally just dunked
So-
it and then
so he went from
put
here-
his elbows in.
Yeah,
That guy
from
sounds
here-
like a waste of breath to me, dog.
Wow.
Bro, he can fly though. Like he can fly.
dunk connoisseurs, eh?
Bro, he was. No, I'm not
Have you
gonna
guys
lie.
ever dunked before, man? Let me ask.
This guy has. I'm not.
Oh, I
you know
did.
what I'm saying?
Lance dunked before.
I did a little bit.
This guy is like,
I tapped it in. I tapped it
He
in.
tapped it. I saw
This
it.
guy's
I
a
saw it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yo, Lance got bounced. I've seen him grab rim
Yeah.
on top.
Bunnies, eh?
And
Lance
it
got
tripped me
bumped.
out, and this man has a beer belly. It makes no sense. I was like, whoa, I've never seen a guy
Bro,
with a beer
even
belly
did
like
you
this.
did you guys watch the 3-point competition?
3-point competition? No, I didn't watch it,
Okay,
man.
no
I just
offense.
watched the dunk contest. to
Okay,
be
so
honest,
like
a
I
little bit.
watched like the 3-point competition lineup was so crazy. Like it was amazing. Like
Yeah.
all good shooters except for one guy. Bro, it was
Julius
Julius
Randle. Yeah, I seen that. They're all
Like,
trolling him.
Bro, the man had like 3 like air balls. And
No.
bro, I'm a shooter. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
this is how you know he got knocked out. When I was watching the highlights, bro, he had the shortest highlight, bro. he had like 30 seconds of like
yeah,
the
did he
video.
score like 13 points or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think 18,
but I feel like
yeah.
even Kevin Huerter or whatever his name is from
Oh, he wasn't
Sacramento-
even on the highlights, bro.
Bro, because he did so poorly.
Wow.
Tyrese
how,
Maxey,
how about
though?
the NBA Rising Star or whatever you call that?
That one's alright. That one's kind of.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
there's
a-
too
it
many.
was
I
like
think
a
there's too
pickup.
many going on at that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
In
like,
that
what do you guys
event.
think about the whole platform of like that Rising Star?
Man, it sucks, man.
Because there's
Yeah.
4. Okay, so basically, like to sum it up, it's basically like 4 teams with like the Rising Stars, and
Yeah.
then they compete. It's almost like LA Fitness, bro. It's like
Yeah,
the
man,
best
like-
team.
Yeah,
It
they
makes
play
no
up-
sense to me.
Yeah.
Court.
Mhm, they
Yeah,
play
so
up to
basically that's
30,
what it is.
And then the winners.
Like they have a
play each other.
target.
Play
They have
each
a
other,
target
yeah.
goal, bro. It's like playing
Play up to
21
25.
on an all-star game.
But then, yo, I even heard like.
Wouldn't that be more exciting though because
No,
they're switching it
man.
up?
No, man.
Why?
Because,
As
like,
like
it's
an
like-
NBA fan, like I don't think so.
Because bro, I want to see a rookie.
I want to see like a full game, or there's like, oh shit, there might be a buzzer beater. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to see
Or
a
they might
rookie
go
drop
OT.
like 30 points, bro.
Yeah,
So
bro.
he can shine like above all the rookies. Bro.
Yeah.
You know?
See.
All right, bro. So, cut or deal. Should a guy pay for the first date?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
So this
it's
is gonna
cut or
be our
deal,
new
man.
segment. It's
Cut or
called
deal.
cut or deal. Yeah.
So cut means no.
Yeah,
yeah,
comes
and
with
then
deal means go.
yeah.
So deal to a guy paying for the first date.
Yeah.
Always.
Mm.
Always. That's a deal.
How about you,
I say
Lance?
that.
That's a deal, bro. But like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My first date was like 5 years ago, and my girl paid for it.
Wow, you're a bucket, bro.
No, but that sounds lit.
That
I
sounds
respect
lit.
that.
I respect that.
That's just when
City
you know that, like,
boy.
yo, this girl really, this girl really.
But, like,
fucks
yeah.
with me,
Yeah,
you know?
that means that
If
she
I
really
would ever
fucks with
do
you,
it
bro.
again, I would ever do it again. I would pay for it for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
For me,
man.
I would say deal if the person that you're going on a date with is deserving.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's a lot of girls sometimes that goes out on dates just because they want a freebie or something, you know?
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's valid.
I think that in my opinion, like I always do deal because, I'm the one pursuing the girl, right? Like, so I'm gonna.
Wait, so you're a girl, Raph?
No, I'm gonna be pursuing the girl. You know what I'm saying?
The shorty?
The shorty. I mean, I am what I So no, but like when you pursue the girl, like you're gonna have to put out something, right?
Oh, no,
like, I
for
don't
sure,
know.
bro. For me,
No,
bro,
you-
every single, like, date for me, basically, I pay for everything.
Yeah, like
You
for
have
me,
that
type of guy,
for me,
you know?
it's like it's a deal, but I understand where Leo's coming from. But like you can kind of like sense the vibe. But even though if it was like a shitty vibe, like I've had dates where like I've gone to and I was like, man, this sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to go home. Like I'd rather just chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
But then like, like we're eating already or something, and then it's just like, man, how can I find myself out of this place? I'll just pay for it and I'll be like, yo, I gotta cut. I gotta help my mom with something. You know?
Yeah,
I gotta
1:30
help
in
my
the
brother.
morning, right?
Yeah, 1:30. I've done that before. You know? Like,
1:30. Oh, my mom needs me.
yeah, like I remember, like, bro, I'm not too proud of it, obviously, but like I've done that multiple times where like I threw my mom under the bus because I was like, yo, like,
bro, come
my
on,
mom
man.
needs my help. You know,
That's
I
what
don't want to be here.
Bro, moms are built for that, bro. They're literally moms for that reason.
I know, and then like
You know what I'm saying?
the best part is like me and Leo's mom, like she's so cool. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
my mom's cool, man.
Yo, shout out to my mom. Like,
Yes,
for
I
real.
love my mama.
I
Shout
love
out
my
to all-
mama.
Shout
for
out to all
shit.
the moms out
All the
there,
moms.
Yeah, all the
yeah.
moms, man. The moms are
Especially
the best, especially
Oakville
Oakville
Mommies.
Mommies.
Oakville
Oakville
Mommies
Mommies.
is the best.
Oakville Mommies
Let me
chat
tell you guys
is
about
the
Oakville
best.
Mommies.
I love them, bro.
Ever since, so just like a little sum down on like why we're talking about Oakville Mommies is for the past like I would say like 3 weeks or like a month or so, we've been blowing up on their Facebook page. You know, talking about top tier is like the place to go for kids. Like they're so good with kids. You know, if you have like little ones, like bring them over. Like Leo, Luigi, Lance, like they'll take care of you. And like, man, it's to the
No,
point.
for sure, for real, man.
Bro,
This
it's
is-
to the point where like an editor like called like Top Tier last week saying, "Hey, can we do a story about like your shop?" And we're like, "Yeah, of course." And like, I
Oh
was
yeah, we
like,
haven't told you that.
I was like,
we're
I
gonna
was-
be featured on like the Oakville Beaver.
"Yeah."
That's
And
dope.
So I was like,
super dope.
so I was
Yeah.
asking this lady, I was like, "Oh, like for what?" And she said, "Oh, like you guys are like the talk of the town in Oakville Mommies. Like every post is like always about you guys." But like me and Leo have always been like really close with the Oakville Mommy community because like ever since like I Cut and Fade.
Mhm.
He used to
Mommies.
tell me like you have to be nice to the moms, you have to take care of their kids because like they're amazing clients, like
Yeah, I think Oakville Mommies is one of the best groups because they value your service more than anybody else.
yeah.
Because as a mom, like they're really busy when it comes to doing a lot of things. Like a haircut for them, like I've talked to a bunch of moms, they say that, oh, going to a barbershop used to make me feel intimidated because it's such a male dominant industry, right? And it's not very welcoming when it comes to mothers.
Yeah, especially with like Little
you know,
kids, right?
especially with
Yeah.
little kids. And like, bro, a lot of barbershops is very intimidating when it comes to basically interacting, right?
Yeah, 100%.
For example, like a lot of barbers are really, really like
Too cool guys.
Yeah, they're
you
very
know?
they're basically they're too cool to talk to moms or
Mhm.
you know like
Mhm.
they're like oh
Yeah.
like you know like that like energy, you know.
100%.
But like
yeah.
moms just want to get shit done, man. You know,
Yeah.
like they just want to get their kids get a haircut, have a good
Mhm.
time, not feel like oh I don't feel like I belong here type of stuff. That's why
100.
every time a mom comes to our store, we talk about everything. Like it's like hey like how's your day, you know. It's like it's as easy as like how are you type of stuff.
Mhm. And like the best thing is like, you know, like I know they're here for their kids, but like, you know, like you want their time to be like amazing too, you know?
Yeah.
So you try to like if they get their like we're all barbers here, you know? Like we know when like someone gets their hair done. So like a little compliment to like a mom saying like, "Oh miss, like, you know, you look different today. Like you got your hair done, didn't you?" And it like, you know, they go from like 0 to like 100. Like they'll be so happy that you're just like, "Oh, you know, like you notice, you
Yeah,
know?"
just appreciating their presence.
yeah.
Right, because not a lot of people do that lately, where you don't appreciate another person's presence because you're
Mhm.
too busy going on through your whole day.
Mhm.
I've seen that at a couple barbershops. Yeah, 100%.
Like
And-
people
and
just
what's-
go on like go mode when they're a barber.
Yeah, what's crazy for me is like we have a lot of like regular moms that comes in here without their kids, bro.
Yeah.
Just to say what's up, especially if they're in the area.
Yeah, especially
yeah,
when they're
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember like Liz, she brought her dog
Yeah,
here.
yeah, she
Yeah.
brought her dog, and then we
Yeah.
were playing with her
Yeah,
dog.
when we were the dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to Liz, her dog is
Yeah, her-
sick.
Bro, Liz has 3 dogs, you
Yeah,
know?
she has 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, so cutter deal, pineapple on pizzas.
That's definitely a deal.
Oh,
That's a
man,
deal.
that's
That's a
gross,
Deal.
bro.
Hawaiian is goated. I'm sorry.
I
I don't
think-
care.
I think that's disgusting,
Honestly, but
bro.
listen. For me, it's a cut for me. You know why? Because
It's goated.
I've never liked sweet and like savory like at the same time. If I'm having sweet, I just want to have sweet. If I'm having savory, only savory. If you add some sweetness to that, I don't like it. Like, you know, like honey garlic wings, like I'm sorry, but I don't like honey garlic wings.
Come
This is a
on,
vibe,
bro.
Bro, I'd
Come on, man.
Yeah, see,
Bro.
I'm the same way, man.
I'd
I'm
rather
exactly
get-
like my brother,
Bro,
bro.
I'd rather get like buffalo butter.
Yeah,
I know it's
buffalo
spicy.
butter all the
you know?
way, bro. That's the way to go. Yeah,
like,
see,
it's
see,
like-
look at Lauren. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
see, I swear, all you Filipinos love Hawaiians, bro.
Bro, we're
Oh,
Filipino
it's a
too.
vibe,
Like,
bro.
I don't-
Come on, man.
You don't like
it-
Hawaiian?
It's a cut for me too, bro.
Yeah,
it's
see,
a cut for me.
Bro,
But
have
like,
you guys not had like Noche Buena where like your Lola was gonna make like the ham with the pineapple and
I don't eat
and-
pork, bro. It's haram.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is haram. Sorry, assalamu
You're
alaikum.
Muslim, fam.
Assalamu alaikum. No, I'm changed. But I was just saying, I was reminiscing to the
yeah,
times.
I mean,
This guy. Okay, so
To the
for
times.
people that doesn't know that Lance, Raph just became a Muslim.
I'm Muslim,
converted
Yeah.
to Islam, eh?
converted to Islam. To be honest with you, I'm not a very religious person, but I really like the values that, you know, like obviously I came from a Christian household. I love the values too, but you know, it resonated with me, and then it also kind of put me and my wife together in a good kind of marriage to
Aw,
be.
that's
Oh,
so
that is so
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah,
man.
That's
so-
sweet.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
it's a little bit of you know, a little bit of sacrifice, but it is what it is. You got to do it.
So has your wife been cooking for you or what?
Yeah, that's a tough question. Like,
Okay, but
you wanna-
honestly, I
Does
feel
she-
like
does she put,
nowadays,
pineapple?
not a lot of like I don't want to get canceled here by any means, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of women like nowadays don't really like cooking, or like, you know, I feel like they'd rather just want to like make you cook. But I love cooking.
I
you
it's
love
know?
the
cooking
munch
too.
culture, bro.
It's
It
a
is-
what?
It's the munch culture. Everyone's a munch now, bro. They're all out in the streets getting the bag, bro. All the girls, bro, they're all about the munch culture nowadays, bro. You know what it is? But it is what it is. That we
This
just
guy
gotta
said
adapt to
a
it.
bunch culture, bro.
Bro, this guy's okay. I thought I was getting canceled. I think
Yeah,
Raph is
everyone's
getting
gonna
canceled.
hate you,
This
bro.
guy's gonna get canceled. You know what I'm
Everyone's gonna
saying?
hate you. This man really just said the munch culture.
Come on. It is.
Okay,
It is
no,
what it
okay.
is.
One last one. Cutter deal. People wearing pajamas outside. Is that a cut or a deal?
Well, that's a cut, bro.
Mm.
That
It's
shit,
a
that
cut
shit
for
is
me, bro.
disgusting. Like, if a person comes in at the store. There's a guy that came in here in the store and he was wearing pajamas.
Bananas
And
and
I was
pajamas.
like, yo, don't come close to me, man. You look disgusting, bro.
But
You
bro,
know?
there's designers out there that actually make like clothes to look like pajamas.
Yeah,
it-
but
is it like
But those
different?
are not pajamas, though. Do you wear it to sleep?
But so, okay, but see, my thing is, like, bro, I've never worn pajamas in my life. I sleep like
I sleep on my boxers.
I
so,
sleep the way I was
you know?
born in this world. I sleep naked, all right? Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
have
Yeah.
to, bro. It feels liberating.
Yeah.
Again, like barbering.
Yeah.
But that's a cut for me, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's a
that's
cut.
100%
Yeah.
a
For me.
cut because like
You know?
it just looks like you're not prepared for your day, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
What if you're just having like a chill day and you would just want
Bro,
to
a
like
chill day to
Until
me
they-
is
okay, then go
sweatpants.
walk in the park and don't be
Bro,
in public.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
99
saying?
That's why
Like-
they made sweatpants, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
90% of like my days, 365 days, I wear sweatpants. I love sweatpants.
Mhm.
I play ball in sweatpants.
Bro, I wear shorts in
I
the
cut
winter.
hair
See,
with
look, I'm wearing shorts
sweatpants.
right now.
Gray
I don't
sweatpants.
care, bro.
You know?
Yeah, gray sweatpants.
not pajamas though. Eh?
No, not pajamas, but because that's
If you
that's
wear
the
pajamas at top tier, you're canceled. Right?
No,
Don't
seriously, Leo
ever.
will like rip
Don't-
you a new one.
don't even.
Yeah, dude, tell him about what happened to your friend that came in here with
No, we just
pajamas,
got
bro.
clowned, man.
Yeah. Just got
Yeah.
clown. Well, thank you guys for listening to our second episode of Cutting Deals, NBA edition. We appreciate the support and love and for always listening to us just talk about whatever. But yeah, here's Lance. He'll tell you about his Instagram and how you can reach him. Go ahead, Lance.
What's up, guys? So you can follow me at Mendoza Fades, and thank you for watching. Just comment down below if you guys want to do want to give us like ideas for our cut or deal segment, and we'll be happy to put that content
Yeah.
out too.
Go ahead, Raf.
So yeah, my name's Raf. You know, you can follow me at RFLCSTLO or at Daytona Fades on Instagram, right? Or you can, find me in Booksy, Daytona Fades, get a haircut, kick it, chill with the boys, come at top tier. It's always a vibe here, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this guy Daytona Expenso.
You gotta pull up with the AMG, you know?
Yeah, this guy just AMG gang.
It is
Alright.
what it is.
You guys could obviously find me at LaFaze and follow us on Top Tier Company and our podcast Instagram, which is Cutting Deals Pod. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you guys could comment down below on what you guys want to talk about or any questions that you guys want to know about us, and we'll just answer on the next episode. See you guys in 3 days.
Hey.